So peace and one perfect love, YouTube world, me. Did y'all miss me? Gotta get this wisdom, gotta get this knowledge, gotta get this divine understanding, man. Peace, peace, peace. Love, love, love. I'm coming at y'all with another video, man. Right back at it again. This video, just a disclaimer, I'm not gonna edit it really as much. I just want y'all to feel me raw. All right, hear me out. I know it's a lot of people that is looking towards traveling to the African continent, but they may not know the proper steps. They may not know where to begin, but they know that the Most High done tapped them and like, yo, it's that time to get out of this rat race of America. It's this time to get out of Babylon. No problem, no problem, no problem. I have been back and forward from Africa for the last 8 years. I lived in Africa for about 3.5 of those 8 years. Okay, family, so I know what I'm talking about. And then also, I'm going back to the African continent this October. Heading back to the African continent, man. And man, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. And not only am I going back, but I'm actually going to be there. I'm going to be there for a really long time. Okay, family, I know I've been coming back and forth from the States, but it is that time to go back to the African continent. So I know a lot of y'all are hyped about that. I'm going to be giving y'all a lot more videos. You know, a lot of my time is occupied here in the States. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, of the My Natural Roots headquarters and everything that we build in there and all them things there. So I just had to kind of zone in and focus. So also just giving you all how I'm prepping myself to go back to the African continent within, let's say, a month's time. And this Jeep that's behind me, actually going to ship this Jeep as well. You know, I'm looking at different quotes. I'm looking at different things. I'm going to get some off-road tires on it. Just a whole bunch of stuff I got to do in this month, you know. So, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. So for ones, of course, I have the experience under my belt, so I know what to expect. But for ones that's new and they're like, hey, I've never been to the African continent, what can I expect? This video is for you. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. I did a walk and talk video before, and a lot of y'all said that y'all enjoyed that. So let's go ahead and let's walk and talk. Once again, what's up? You know, Zaylock 23 in the building. Let's go. All right. And then y'all already know me, man. Like, just so I stay organized, I wrote down everything that I was going to speak to y'all about to make sure I am precise and that everything is definitely spoken on. Because, man, I'm telling y'all, family, it's just so much. It's so much. So I want to make sure I condensed it. And this is right for you. This is right up your alley if you want to repatriate. Okay. So how to move to Africa. First and foremost, before I begin, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share to your brother, your sister, your mother. I mean, just anybody, your grandmother, your father, just everybody, man. Your uncle, your friend's friend of a friend's friend's friend. All right. Africa for the Africans. And man, it's up to us. All right. It's up to us. And make sure you visit the website, www.mynaturalroots.org. Okay. I'm making free content for you all. YouTube doesn't cost anything. But the way you can support I is go to the website, shop on there, see what's up, push this to your folks, and like the video. If that's all you want to do, that's cool too. Comment, all right? Comment, and let's have a discussion down below in the comment section. I'm gonna be right down there with y'all. So yeah, family. First and foremost, when it comes to traveling to Africa, let's go ahead and get into the video. Of course, this is self-explanatory, but you know, for those in the back that might not know, you need your passport. All right. There's a lot of people that don't have passports. They're like, I don't have the funds to travel. I don't know anybody to travel, But just even having a passport in your house is putting it out there to the universe that there is an intention that you are creating. You know what I'm saying? And that you will also, how can I say, like you're pulling that experience to you subconsciously, if you understand what I'm saying. All right. So make sure you get a passport go ahead, fill out everything on the internet, send in for your passport, depending on if you expedite it or if you do standard shipping. I mean, it's like $150, $160, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, everything nice. Go and travel the world. The world is way bigger than America. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking specifically to Africans that's in America. Because as I said before, I'm making my journey back to Africa in 1 month. All right. So I'm living there like full time. You feel me? Not coming back to the States for a while. So man, I'm gonna take y'all with me. You know what I mean? The October tour group. I'm gonna meet all of y'all in New York. You know what I mean? I'm gonna meet all of y'all in New York, and then we gonna fly into Ghana the same way how the May tour group went. You know what I mean? But this time I did my plane ticket one way. I bought my plane ticket, everything. You know, so actually sending for my Ghana visa Monday. Today is Sunday. I'm sending it off Monday, and everything nice. So get your passport, travel the world. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, your world, your inner world, you know, because there's an external world and there's also an inner world within I. And the internal world is like, soon as you open that up, then the external world opens up too, because you only perceive of the outside world from your own inner meditation. You don't see the outside world, and then, you know, it comes from the inside and then out. So, you know, just changing your mind and traveling is needed. So get your passport, okay, family? So next, you need to go and see, okay, which country am I looking at? What country has appeal to me, or what country is attractive to me, that speaks to me, to my spirit? You know what I'm saying? Because there's 54 countries in Africa. I mean, it's so much. There's so much, you know. It's a lot of people that pick Ghana. It's a lot of people that pick Tanzania. It's a lot of people that goes in and they're like, hey, I'm gonna go to the Gambia, you know, things of that sort. So, you know, it's just really up to you. Africa is one. Long as you're on the African continent, you know, with our melanin people, and putting in that work for I, everything is blessed. You know what I'm saying? Also take good note of the languages that they might speak. Okay. You might be like, dang, Ivory Coast sounds so amazing. Da, da. But then as soon as they be like, bon appetit and merci and Jimmy Pepel and, you know, Jimmy Mapel, you be like, you know, like they speaking French to you. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know. So even though English is also a colonizer language, it is also a really good thing that on the flip side, that it helps us to connect to different people all over the world, even though we might not speak our indigenous languages. It's sad to say, but if we had the same colonizer, like if Britain colonized Uganda and colonized Kenya and South Africa and Australia and Jamaica and like, you know what I mean? Just all these different places, America, right? Because America is also colonized by the British, but until they did the American Revolution and America got its independence in 1776, you know, the colonists that was here, you know, it's basically like the indigenous Indians and Africans that was brought here, and they're like, hey, like we want to be patriots, you know, we want to be independent from the British crown, you know. So that's a whole history within itself. But that's why we speak English, you know. And so Ghana, even though I'm learning the indigenous languages, imagine if we didn't have that language to connect us, to at least bridge us, so that we can come deeper back into ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you study whichever African country that you want to go to, that you know the languages that they speak, and be willing to learn the indigenous languages. All right. Because really, English is not our language. It's not our language. We didn't create English. All right. So if anything, you need to come back into an African language or a black language anyway. You know, that's preferable. All right. So, you know, you need to do away with it all. You see it there? So, yeah, so make sure that you look into that. All right, family, because, man, it's deep. It's deep. It's deep. So as soon as you choose your country of choice, You also want to make sure that you go ahead and you see if you need a visa to enter that country. You need to go ahead and see if you need an invitation letter from someone to enter that country. If you need host identification, if you know what I mean? Like, you just need to understand the guidelines because every single country has their own relationship with other countries. So say if you're Jamaican, you don't need a visa to enter Ghana. If you are Jamaican by birth and you have a Jamaican citizenship, you have a Jamaican passport, you do not need a visa to enter the West African country of Ghana. All right. So it depends on the relationship of each country that you want to travel to and where you have citizenship from. OK, because I'm American. I have American citizenship. So my relationship to different countries in Africa might be different from the next person who has a Brazilian citizenship. OK. You know, depending on Brazil's relationship with that country that they want to travel to. All right. So always keep that in mind. Research, see if you need a visa. Say, for instance, like Senegal. If you're American, you don't need a visa to travel to Senegal. OK, family. You know, Senegal has a high like Muslim population. All right. Senegal, they also speak a lot of French. They speak French, Senegal as well. All right. So, and then a lot of people don't know, but jollof rice was actually created in Senegal. So, but I know Ghana and Nigeria, you know, whose jollof rice is better, but, you know. But, yeah. So just make sure that you look at your country, see if it needs visas and things of that sort. Okay, family. Also, too, as soon as you do your passport, you do your visa, you know, like you choose which African country you want to go to. You also want to make sure that you have firm connects. Now, this is what I prefer. All right. This is what I prefer. A lot of people, they just travel and they just go and they're like, it is what it is. But me, I like to be connected. I like to travel with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind traveling there like by myself. But when I get there, I need to have connects because they know the lay of the land. They know the languages. They know the hot spots. They just save you a bunch of time because they're from there. It's like, say, for instance, if you came to Atlanta, you never came to Atlanta, but you was like, yo, Zayla 23, man, like, what's popping in Atlanta, man? Like, yo, I could take you all kind of corners and all kind of things over there in Atlanta, man. Lounges, everything, bro. Like, man, just everything. Music, you know, nightlife, you know what I mean? Vibing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's enough. It's enough that I could show you because I'm from around here. I spend a lot of time around here. You see it there? So it's the same thing in Africa. Make sure that you always get a good connect. Now, you all know my really good Rasta brother, you know, I call him Ras Ivan. You know, he's my main connect that's there in Ghana. You know what I mean? And I've known him for over 10 years. All right. So that's my direct brother, you know, so shout out to Ras Ivan. You see it? But yeah, that's what I would say. But also too, I'm not knocking if you want to go to Africa and you don't want to necessarily have connects. You just kind of want to wing it and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. But I would just advise, by any ways possible, maybe connect with people via Instagram. Like, you see somebody vibes on Instagram, me like, hey, I feel your vibes, da. You seem like, you know, good people. Hey, I'm going to be in Kenya. You know, where's the hot spots? What's up? Da. You know, just any way that you can connect yourself. Facebook, there's a lot of African repatriation groups on Facebook as well, if you want to get on Facebook. You know, things of that sort. That's how you can network and speak with ones and ones about your repatriation process. And also maybe they can give you ideas as to how to provide for your accommodation. All right. So, you know, as soon as you arrive there and all of those good things. So that's what I would recommend as well. Always make sure that you stay connected with people and travel with ones and ones that have the same mind, same heart, you know, same spirit, and they understand the mission. You see it there, that, you know, of Pan-Africanism and uniting African people all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Despite the history and the European colonialism of the world, basically, you know what I'm saying, of Europeans going and trying to control the whole world, that African indigenous people, like, we're just so used to being barefoot and eating mangoes off the tree and saying peace and peace. You know what I mean? We're not used to guns and all of those things. Like, they brought all that violence to the continent, you know, but that's a whole nother chapter, man. That's a whole nother chapter, bro. But, you know, us, if we're left alone, we are a peaceful people, and we have our own culture, our languages. We have our own ethnic foods that we eat, right? Our own ethnic dishes, you know, things of that sort, man. So I think a lot of how we are as a people now, a lot of it is offshoots of trying to recover after colonialism, and how do we find identity in the midst of colonialism, basically. You know, that's how I see it. How do we find our identity? Because we are kind of struggling with those things, you know, because of history, basically, you know. But it's a lot of people that's beginning to wake up. It's a lot of people that are journeying to the continent and that are leaving America. A lot of people, they wake up Monday through Friday and they just work, like, you know what I'm saying? In which it is good to work, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was meant to work, but at the same time, like, who exactly are you working for? You see it there? So I think if you're in Africa, like, as soon as you wake up, you're like, yo, I'm working for my people. You see what I'm saying? Instead of, dang, I got this rent, I got this water bill, electricity bill, things of that sort. You're free in Africa. Build your house, buy your land, do your thing, all right? And it's free. No mortgage, no nothing. Do your thing. You see it there? And the spirit of the people is a much higher vibration, all right? To me, from my experience, all right? Okay, so moving on. A lot of people, I already know, this is going to be the main one. This is going to be the main question. Like, yo, Zaylock, it sounds good and all, but what about that paper, man? Like, how am I going to maintain myself, man? What about that paper over there? Good question, because, man, you're going to need it. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. But you got to be wise. You got to be wise. You're not going to need it as much as, like, here in America, but you will need it, all right? What advice I would give to you, sometimes I get a lot of emails, and a lot of people, they ask me, they're like, yo, Zay, how much should I save up? And I tell them, it's kind of like, man, it's so many variables. You know what I'm saying? People have different lifestyles. People like to live in different lavish settings. People, you know, people have all kind of ways of what makes them feel comfortable. You know what I mean? What makes me comfortable might not be the same as what makes the next person comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I would always recommend, what I always recommend is not about how much money you saved up. It's not about how much money you saved up. Okay, family? It's all about, can you keep a consistent income coming, a consistent cash flow wherever you are wanting to travel to on the African continent? Can you keep a consistent cash flow? Okay, so this is what's most important. All right, I had to say that in the real nice sunlight right there, man. I'm trying to get to some better lighting real quick. Here we go. But yeah, it's just all about that, family. So I would always say that as soon as you go in, I mean, make sure that you have a plan. All right, make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have thought it through. You know what I mean? Make sure that you got support where you're going. Okay, because we're not changing the continent from, you know what I mean, like one person. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna take a collective. It's gonna take a collective amount of people to really incur serious change. Okay, it's kind of like what Tupac said, like, yo, like, I might not change the world, but I'm gonna light the candle that's gonna light all the other candles that's gonna change the world. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so that's really what it is. As long as we lighten each other's candle, and then we good, you know? So money also too, I would say a lot of people might be like, okay, I need to go over there and still have a constant flow of money. What can I do for money over there in Africa? First and foremost, I would recommend, do not have it in your mind like, oh, I'm gonna take my degrees over to Mozambique and go see, you know, what I can do over there, you know, like, nah. I would recommend always still creating an American cash flow. If you're from America and you're migrating to Africa, I would always still have American currency coming in, because it just makes life a little easier, all right? Because as of today, $1 US is the equivalent to 11.06 Ghanaian cities, okay? The Ghanaian money. So you might do a day's work in Ghana and let's say 8 hours, and you might make, I don't know, 120 cities, 150 cities, right? But in American, that's like maybe $12, you know what I'm saying? Like $12, $13. So, you know, so just really just consider that, you know what I'm saying? Really consider that, and make sure that you are paying close attention to the currency exchange rates to whichever African country that you want to go to. And people be like, what can I do for money? Always make sure that you go into remote jobs. You can go into, I mean, it's many things. You can do remote jobs, freelancing. If you're into web design, if you can design websites, okay? You can also go into, say, like Delta, right? Delta hires sometimes. You can work from home, remote jobs. It's just so many. Amazon, you can work for Amazon while you're living in Africa. Amazon has a lot of remote opportunities as well. Go to their website, Amazon, all right? You can go to Indeed, Indeed.com, and just type in remote jobs from anywhere in the world. You can go to Glassdoor.com, and look up different, different jobs and things that you can do, okay? That's remote. That people are like, hey, I just need people to have a working computer, to have a strong connection, and to have a quiet workstation to where they can really sit down and just input my data for me, or make phone calls, or do customer service, okay? Billions of businesses all over the world are looking for people to work from their computer, all right? So don't think you have to be in America to make money. It's a lot of people that goes into stocks, okay? With the stock market, stuff like that. People are really good with stocks. Maybe they start doing stocks while they're over there, all right? Some people do Bitcoin. They do cryptocurrency. They do all kind of things remotely, okay? I also recommend beginning a YouTube channel, okay? Begin a YouTube channel. A lot of people will appreciate you sharing your journey and sharing your experience with them. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, even with some of my most recent videos, I just show how when I was leaving Ghana and I was in the airport, when I came to Ghana and when I was leaving Ghana, it was just so many people like, yo, Zaylock, man, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, like I watch your videos, man, da-da-da. And imagine if I never once picked up this camera and recorded ever. Like, that experience never would have happened, you know what I'm saying? And it's opened up so many doors for me, and also for the people that watch me, you know what I'm saying? Especially the people that come on the tours, that come on our tours in Ghana and stuff like that. Like, man, like we all be in group chats, and the tour might have been 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And we still all chatting in the group, you know what I'm saying? And we all got that same mind, that Sankofa mind. and we all want to repatriate to the continent. So, you know, so that's what I would always say, is that as soon as it comes down to it, so many ideas, but you want to make sure that you stay afloat while you're over there. Make sure you stay afloat and live by your means, okay? Live by your means. And last but not least, on the money tip, a lot of people go over there and they choose to stay in hotels. They choose to, you know, pay for this and pay for that. But for long term, I would recommend do not rent, okay? But if you need to rent, only rent for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But buy land and build something, all right? When you return to the African continent, find some really good land, find some really good people, buy that land, all right? Keep those people in your pocket, okay? And man, just start life, man, and live free. Because, you know, human creativity has made life such a capitalistic, you know, life, you know. But when you think about the beginning, like the beginning of creation, right? Like when the Most High created the earth and things of that sort, man, they wasn't talking about no money then, man. They was, what? Man, they were just living off the land, barefoot, picking fruit off of trees and singing Kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? You know, wealth is in the eyes of the beholder. Like, there's some people, you know, that can go into like Burundi, right? A lot of people say Burundi is like one of the poorest, blah, blah, blah in the world, blah, blah, blah. But then as soon as you go there, as soon as you see images of just the children playing and, you know, people with, so they say, so little, they are like the happiest. They are minimalists. The more you have, the more problems you got. It's kind of like what Jay-Z said. He said, yo, 99 problems. You know what I'm saying? It's like more and more and more. More money, more problems. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's what I meant. More money, more problems. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, when it really comes down to it, we really just gotta just be firm in ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And just know that when you get back to nature, you get back to the Most High. And you clean your heart, you clean your mind, you clean your spirit, and you're at ease. You can even go on YouTube and you can type in the longest lived people on the planet. And they all have something in common. They all live in nature. They all consume nature on a daily basis. Every single last one of them. The people that make it to year 120 years effortlessly, they are all living in tune with nature. You see what I'm saying? So make sure that you all are paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just common sense too. You feel me? Like fruits and veggies. Like, these are things that humans cannot create. This is created by the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And it's electrical. Like, it has all of these different compounds and minerals and vitamins and nutrients that are amazing for the cells that's within your body. That's amazing. It's solar food because it takes all the elements. It takes oxygen. It takes water, hydrogen. It takes sunlight to create plants. And literally, and moonlight, not just sunlight, and moonlight. It gets moonlight at night. You know what I'm saying? So you're really consuming all of these natural properties. You are consuming the universe. Every time you eat nature, you are eating the universe. You are eating the sun. All right? It's the same thing like man and woman. You know what I'm saying? Man and woman, as soon as they come together and they come to procreate, that child is always going to have a piece of that father and mother. But not just them, but the lineage that preceded them. You know what I'm saying? That was before them. The same thing with the sun and the food that we eat. The sun's makeup is within the vegetables that you put into your body. All right? And the universe is constantly changing every single second. The universe is never constant. All right? It's never just constant. It's always changing. No moment is the same moment. All right? So Get to nature, buy land, and I mean, have your family, all right? I mean, have your family, have your children, and just live a peaceful life. Get some horses, get some goats, get some sheep, get some cows, get some chicken. I mean, whatever, dogs, cats, if you into that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just go there and live a natural life. That's what we doing at the My Natural Roots headquarters. That's how we building everything. You know what I'm saying? I bought 8 plots of land in Ghana. And so, man, we got over, I would say about 25 to 30 fruit trees on our land. You know, 35, yeah, 25, somewhere around there, 25, 30, 35 fruit trees on the land, man. Yeah, we got so many, I lost count. But yeah, man, so just do that, you know, and then also I would recommend that you look into exactly and you pinpoint what is your vision for the African continent. What is your vision? What are you doing there? Why did Spirit tap you on the shoulder to bring you there? What do you want to do there? All right. Do you want to start up a restaurant? Do you want to start a real estate business? Like, do you want to help other people repatriate? Do you want to do a conference hall, a conference center, like how we're doing for the My Natural Roots, so that you can invite other people to come to your house and let's speak on different ideas, all right? Intellectual ideas, intelligent ideas, you know, new discoveries, all right? There's just so much that you can do in the African continent. You can go surf. There's surfers in Ghana. If you want to go learn how to surf, you can go past Takoradi, you go to Buswa Beach in Ghana, all right? There's people that surf there. I mean, it's just so much. Like, whatever you create your reality, because the same analogy that I was speaking about the sun and all those things there, that's the same thing with the Creator as well, all right? That we are always going to be a part of the Creator, because without the Creator, we wouldn't have existed. You see it? So, yeah, so always keep that in mind as well too, man. Just be in tune, love life, create your reality, God. So you are the embodiment of the universe. You are the embodiment of the Creator. You are the physical expression of the Creator. And no matter what you think, you are never, ever, ever separate from the Creator. All right? Ever separate. So always tap into that divine source of the same entity that created the sun, the moon, the earth. You know what I'm saying? All particles of nature that created everything. Oxygen, even the air I breathe. I didn't create that. You know what I'm saying? That came from a divine source. So, you know, just tap into that, man. And make sure that you go to Africa and you really enjoy it, because the opportunities are really, really, really endless, man. Make sure that you go ahead and you like that like button, all right? You tap that like button, you feel me? Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, man. And yeah, for real, I am really, really, really preparing to go back to the African continent, y'all. I am preparing to go back to the African continent October. So from then going, I'm not coming back to the States for a really long time. You know what I'm saying? If ever. But as I said, as Spirit calls me, I'll do what I do. But no, I'm going to be living in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? We're just preparing the house. We're preparing the land and all of those things. Especially when all of that is prepared, I know I'm going to be in Ghana forever. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my wife, you know what I mean? I love you. My fiance, I love you. Mwah, Rashida. But, yeah, you know, so everything, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So just go with it. And I hope that you picked up something. You know what I'm saying? So just a recap. Passport. Okay? Get your passport. Y'all already know. Go ahead and get your visa if you need one. All right? Get a visa if you need one. I got my list right here just to make sure I don't skip a point. Make sure you choose which African country that you want to go to. Okay, family? Make sure that you take careful consideration, the languages, the culture, just the overall spirit of the people. Okay? Make sure that you choose a really good country that fits your needs, okay? You don't have to go to Ghana like me, all right? You don't have to go to Tanzania like the next person. You don't have to go to Zimbabwe like this person. Create your reality. Choose your place on the continent and make your mark there. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and do it like that. And then also, too, on the money tip, it's much better to have a constant flow of income coming than to save up a lump sum and then just go. All right. It's way better. All right. So make sure that you go ahead and you save up that lump sum. It's cool to still save up, but it's like 90% more important, way more important to go ahead and make sure that you have a current flow of income. That's like just current, like just constantly. All right. Even while you're over there, you still have access to that income, and you're still coming up with different ideas as how to supplement your lifestyle. Okay. Even Airbnbs, you can go to an African country and build two small houses, do Airbnb, put it on your YouTube or put it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, put it on your TikTok. All right. Get engaged with the internet. Okay. When you're living a repat life, you're going to rely on the internet. Okay. If you still want to make money from overseas, you're going to need the internet. Okay, family. So make sure that you stay linked to that, and that you are always, putting up content and stuff like that. So, people can know where you at and see what's going on. All right, family. And then also, too, the accommodations went on the continent. A lot of people go there and they rent. Make sure you go there and you buy some land after some time. Go there and buy land. Know good people and just go ahead and build your empire, man. That's what we're doing in Ghana right now. So everything nice. I can't wait to be there in October. All right. So last but not least, make sure before you go, you have something made up in your mind where you're like, hey, this is my purpose here on the African continent. This is why I'm here on the African continent. All right, family. Like, this is my vision. And there is no human being that's going to come between me and the Most High and this vision. All right, family. So make sure that you have that. And that's always going to keep the fire blazing. All right. Because sometimes it's not always going to be easy. But as soon as you get that good rhythm going and you do have that smooth cash flow and you're comfortable, bro, like, you can be in the continent forever. All right. As soon as you go there with a really good idea and you have everything set up, just depending on what you want to do, you might want to give some of your stuff to like your family members. Like, say, like if you're living in a house and you're moving, or like you live in an apartment or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I would heavily recommend, do not, put your stuff in storage units and just be over there paying for storage while you're, over there. Nah. Like, you need to do away with some of that stuff. Travel light. Save as much money as you can and work remote, family. You know what I'm saying? And that's really all the steps on how to move to Africa. Like I said, I'm moving back to Ghana in October. I'm moving back to Ghana in October, man, and I'm really, really excited. I've been in the States for back and forth for like another year, and I'm okay, man. I'm good. Just keeping y'all updated on the project, man. We're doing our best bit by bit. I mean, everything is coming together. There's a lot of people buying land that's around us as well, and they're starting to lay they security wall. Shout out to James, Rodney, you know what I'm saying, Everett, Mr. JR, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Darlene Sarpon, man. Shout out to Durrell, brother Durrell. Shout out to Kristen. Shout out to Jermaine, man. Shout out to brother Timothy, man. Shout out to brother, it's just so many people that's buying land around us, and we're gonna be making a lot of YouTube videos and content while we're there. All right, because we're all beginning to build now. All right, they didn't just buy land, but they're beginning to build now. So thank God, you know what I mean? Thank inspiration, thank spirit, thank the universe. Let's go. There's no time to waste. All right, family, make sure you go to the website, support the website, www.mynaturalroots.org. Man, I just released this new soursop soap, man, and there's so many people that bid onto it. Make sure that you go subscribe to my emailing list, because I email a lot of good messages and like new products and just information and stuff like that, as well with what's going on with My Natural Roots, Zaylock 23, and our organization and just everything that we got going. All right, family. So yeah, so make sure that you go ahead, you subscribe, man, do those things though. And we just definitely give thanks and praise for life. We give thanks and praise to the Almighty Creator, man, and we give thanks and praise for just intuition, man, and peace. You feel me? So make sure, man, y'all do all those things I said before. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I really appreciate y'all, man. Comment down below, all right? Which point do you see yourself in the most, okay? Or which point where he's like, dang, Zaylock, man, like that thing hit me. Like, yeah, like I got to work on that. Or which step are you on right now, all right? Which step, if you're repatriating right now, what step are you on right now as to everything that I just said, all right? So I'm going to be looking for the comments, all right? I'm going to be looking. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reply to y'all, man. Let's have a discussion. I really appreciate y'all, man. I'm just flowing. So I'm not going to edit this video too much, if any. All right, family. And I'll be right with y'all. New videos, everything coming soon. Everything blessed, everything nice. Got to get this wisdom, got to get this knowledge, got to get this divine understanding, man. Peace. Love. And I appreciate y'all, man. I'm still doing some research on this Jeep. You know what I mean? I found a couple of people that I can ship it by. They're going to ship it through Savannah. You know, like I'm in Georgia. You know, they're going to ship it through the Savannah port. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get some real nice tires on it first before I ship it. You see it there? So, yeah, everything nice, man. I'll keep y'all updated on everything. Peace. Love. And until next time, family. Peace.